guys, this is a quick video basically. I'm going to do an updated pack video because my pack has changed, my pack weight has changed, the things I take have changed, everything got lighter. So I thought I'd put this video together. So just to show you, this is my combined pack weight at the moment. So that is, you can read it on there, 602. There's 6.02 kilos, which isn't bad for a complete pack weight. What I'll do next is I'll take out my water, my food and my fuel, and I will show you my base weight. Right guys, so I've emptied my food, my water and my fuel out my pack. Let's have a look to see what my base weight is. So there we go. Don't think you can see that. It is 4.10 kilos, so 4.10 kilos for a base weight. Now that is good. Really lightweight. So let's get this emptied out and I will show you what's in there. See you in a bit. Right guys, bringing you back. I've emptied my pack out and this is what is inside it. So starting at the top, we have the pack. Yeah, your pack is probably going to be one of your heaviest items in your big three. So my pack at the moment, which I've gone back to, is the Alpkit gourdon 30 litre pack. It weighs in at 400 grams, and that's taking the back piece out because that's not needed. It's a waterproof bag, has two mesh side pockets that are very handy, and yeah, it's just a straightforward basically dry bag that I put everything into. Just to be extra cautious, I'm using my off-spray dry sack in there. Yeah, 80 grams. So I've got everything written down here, as you can see, where I've crossed things off and adjusted it to get my weight down. Taking a few items out, actually taking quite a few items out. As you can see, doing this lightweight pack hasn't really cost me a lot because all I've done is taking gear out basically. So I've got my sleeping bag. I tend to use this for 3 seasons. It's designed comfort rating to +2 to +7, and that is a Mammoth +4 to +7 degree bag, and that's probably my heaviest item. That's 1180 grams. So that's one thing I need to change, which I'm looking at a quilt for all season use. Next up I have my Thermarest Z-Light, which I've shortened. I've taken 4 sections out of it because I just didn't need the bottom part of it. So I've actually reduced the weight of that from 440 grams down to 300 grams just by cutting 4 sections off, and I've still got the same amount of comfort. I'm liking this at the moment. A bit easier than my inflatable pad to get set up and just get things, yeah, it's faster basically, and it means I can spend more time walking. Next up we have my Tyvek ground sheet, that weighs in at 141 grams. Ideally I need to probably get a wider one slightly, but at the moment I'm making do with that. My shelter options is I use my Borer side zip bivvy to sleep in. That is 198 grams, probably one of the best buys I've got. Takes up hardly any space in your pack and really is light. And over the top of that I use my Rab Sealwing tarp. That weighs in at 363 grams, and that's with all the cord that I've got on there as well, which I've probably got too much, but it's always better to have more cord than not having enough. And that's got the line lock freeze attached to it to make it easier to pitch. To go with my shelter, I have 15 DD tent pegs. I'm looking at replacing some of these for some maybe longer Alpkit pegs in the future, because at the moment that whole bundle there weighs 146 grams, so if I can reduce that, perhaps I don't need so many pegs really. But yeah, so look what we've got here. This is my toilet bag. This whole kit weighs 76 grams. So there's toilet paper, wipes, and a very lightweight trowel, which if I can get it open, yeah, it's like a copy of a Deuce of Spades, but it only cost me a tenner, and I say it just weighs 15 grams. I'm not too sure how long it's going to last, but it's worth trying. Right, I say in this bag I have got, this is the bag I'm going to use to make a pillow out of. As I've removed my pillow, I said in here I have got a, it's a Petzl E light. These are great. These are the newer ones. These are 27 grams. I've got, this is a great buy, 43 grams Olight mini baton S1. I said it's got really powerful torch, great for walking at night. Can clip it onto my hat. In here I have my power bank. It's a small Anchor, 5200 mAh. Also got a spare camera battery and spare batteries for the headlamp. Sorry, I was looking at my notes, and that comes up to 189 grams. So I've reduced the weight there by using a smaller power pack. I probably could reduce it more when only going out for a night out. Right, what else have we got in this bag? I've got a woolly hat, got some spare cord and a couple of spare line locks just in case any of them break. We got the opener. What is he? He's in number 8, and see, that's 45 grams. That's replaced my Swiss Army knife, as I felt I didn't use a knife enough. My first aid kit, there's a separate video on this, so check that one out. Yeah, it's just got the basics in there. Got some spare socks in there. And a buff. And yeah, that's what's in that little bag. And then I'll use that bag as a pillow, as I found the pillow I had kept disappearing in the night, and yeah, I'll try and make something now. Up next, got my map. It's a map of Dartmoor. It's a waterproof map. And compass. I've got a Sawyer 2 litre bag and the Sawyer filter. I've also got a titanium long spoon and my cook set, which comprises of a Toke 750 pot and a Storm & Norman cone system. If you see my other videos, I've shown my cook set in depth. So yeah, happy with that. I don't think that's ever going to change. I may go with a smaller pot eventually, don't know yet. Right, going on to consumables. I have 2 600ml water bottles. That's all I find I need, because I always gather water before getting to camp with the 2 litre Sawyer bag. I have my alcohol fuel. It's bioethanol. I think it's that Vango bioethanol. Really good stuff. Got 125 mils there, and I say pairing that with the Storm & Norman, I said I barely use it. I use about half of it on a day, so over 2 days that'll do me. Food wise, I'm still experimenting with food, but in here I've got 490 grams of food. It consists of packed noodles, tuna in the sachets there, and some porridge and some couscous. Oh, and there's also some mash in there as well, I believe, and a couple of snack bars. But yeah, that's where I'm still trying to work things out with my food, because I'm always taking too much food, but I think I've slimmed it down just about right now. So yeah, that is my entire kit. Just give you a look over my list I've gone through, worked things out. Yeah, the only thing I need to add to the kit when I go to use it, and sometimes I don't take it, is my Kindle and headphones, as I like to read books and also listen to audiobooks, and that's at 194 grams, so you can add that on if you wish. But yeah, that's my entire kit. What I'm going to do now, as I've just made a mess all over the floor here, is I'm going to put this back in my pack. So see you in a minute. Cheers. Right guys, so now I'm going to pack my bag. So you've seen all the kit laid out, and now I'm going to pack the bag, which is the Alpkit Gourdon 30 litre pack. I'm looking at getting a smaller pack, because I'll show you in a minute why. Inside that I put my dry sack, or my bag liner as some people like to call it. The bag is waterproof, but I take extra precautions as it doesn't weigh a lot, and it just means I can separate my wet tarp away from my sleeping bag when I pack up in the morning if it is wet. So actually, first thing to go in is my Z-light. shot. So yeah, that goes in my bag like so, and that adds a bit of rigidity to the back of the bag, because remember, I've taken out the back support. Then we add the dry sack. Just like so. Then we take our sleeping bag. Notice I don't put it in a compression sack or anything. I pretty much take the bottom and I stuff it in. And just like that. It just gives a bit of a shape to the bag. You're not filling your pack full of dead space. Right. Next up, I put in, well, it doesn't really matter really, but I take all the bits and pieces, like the bit of spare clothes that I've got, the hat and things, and the spare socks. I stuff it into that smaller dry bag. I put my power pack in there as well. I put the first aid kit in there. It's all the small stuff you don't want flying about your bag. That's it. So, cinch that down, take the air out of it. So, it's easy to get to because it's a nice bright colour. So you see it, stuff it in there. You know. Then we can take the rab tarp, stuff that in there, take the borer bivvy, stuff that in there, take my toilet kit or my shit kit, stuff that right in the bottom there. Like so. Take the pegs, chuck them in. My cook kit, get that in. So you can really push everything down. Take the Tyvek, push that one in. What else have I got here? I'll reach it. Chuck the food in. Alright, so that is the main bulk of the main compartment packed. Then I take my map, chuck that in one of the side pockets, along with a bowl of water. Other side, sort of water, along with, I can get it in there where dropping it about. Take the soya bag, chuck that in the side pocket there. Got my long handled spoon. I'll place that down between the soya bag. Last thing, my compass. Keep that with the map. My fuel, stick that in the side pocket. I don't like putting it in the main compartments because I worry a little bit if it's going to leak out, and they say you don't want your sleeping bag smelling of fuel. So that is my pack packed. So it isn't rocket science basically. Okay, once you reduce the amount of items that you take with you on a night out or a 2-day camp, I said there really isn't a whole lot to pack. So as you can see inside, there's still a whole load of space, so I can, if wanted to, put more in there. See, that's the dry bag pushed in. I've got quite a lot there to play around with. Then all we do is compress the bag, roll it up a couple of times, a couple of clips on the top here. That just keeps the bag looking tidy. And then what I do, I just go round and just make sure that roll is quite even. I don't know, a bit OCD I guess, just like so. And that is the pack. Yeah, you know, really is lightweight. So that is a cheap option of going lightweight basically. I think the dearest things in there were the Rab tarp, that was 90 quid. The Bora bivvy, worth getting, got from America from Bora Gear Designs. I think that came to a grand total of 90 quid. And you know, the Z-Light mat I got on eBay for like 30 quid. This pack when it first came out was 32 quid. I believe it's £38 now on the Alpkit website. But you know, for a lightweight pack, you can't go wrong. I said the only thing I will take with that, which I use, are my walking poles, and I say I use them, and that's what I use to pitch my tarp with. So yeah, let's get back down here. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comments. And I said, if you enjoyed this video, I know it's been a very quick video and I would like to have done it outside, but it's raining. So yeah, so if you like this video, give it a like and give it a share. And I'd just like to thank you for watching. Cheers!